Welcome to ASC Title and Tags, lessons on how to register and title a boat.
So, you just bought a boat? Nothing like getting out on the water to relax and maybe do a little bit of fishing. But before you get out there, you'll have some paperwork to do.
In Pennsylvania, any boat used on the waterways of the Commonwealth must either have a launch permit or a registration. Let's talk about the difference between the two.
A launch permit can only be used in Pennsylvania and can only be used for unpowered boats. That would typically be one that uses oars or sails for propulsion.
But a registration can typically be used throughout the country and can be used on either an unpowered or powered boat. Even an electric trolling motor is powered. Don't forget that.
Today we are going to talk about what information you will need to register a boat in Pennsylvania. Some are easy, some are a little bit more complicated.
Well, let's start with an easy one. You need to supply the name, mailing address, actual address, phone number, county, and zip code of the owner. You are the owner. Please have your photo ID with you.
We need the name of the person from whom the boat was purchased.
You'll also need to supply the boat registration number, if any, currently assigned to the boat. That's found on the old boat registration and sometimes on the boat title. It should also be on the front, right, and left sides of the bow.
We need to know what type of boat it is, such as a rowboat, personal watercraft, sail, houseboat, open motorboat, etc. We are going to need to know the hull material, such as wood, steel, aluminum, plastic, fiberglass, or other.
Now, for some, this could be a little complicated. We need the full hull identification number, also known as the HIN. Okay, that's normally found on the boat registration and the title, or the certificate of origin if it's new. But sometimes they're hard to locate, and you're really going to want to find it because you want to make sure that the paperwork is going to match up to the boat you're actually buying. And it could be anywhere on the boat.
Somebody's in here.
Sorry! PA Fish and Boat Commission says they require the year, make, and model of the boat, if known. But it is important to us if you actually have that. Things can be a little bit more complicated. So, look on the old registration, the title, or the certificate of origin. Make sure it's on there. They also require you to know the length of the boat.
Uh-oh. We need to get a smaller boat or a bigger tape measure. We will need to know the type of propulsion, such as sail, outboard, inboard, stern drive, or unpowered. While the boat may be a sail or rowboat, it may have a propulsion unit. The type of fuel, such as gas, diesel, electric, or nuclear. We need to know what the boat will be used for. Pleasure, commercial fishing, rental, etc. You will need proof of ownership. If the boat is new, it will have a certificate of origin. If it is used, you may have a title from an old owner, or if a title was not required, the old registration and a bill of sale is usually what is used.
For example, in Pennsylvania, pre-1997, there were no titles for boats, right?
Right. There are other cases where we can take a notarized bill of sale. If the seller cannot be with you to complete the paperwork, we need a bill of sale. That bill of sale will need the following.
It's going to need the buyer and seller's names, complete with their addresses and phone numbers. It's going to need the year, make, and model of the boat, along with the hull identification number. It's going to need the price and the date of the sale, and it should be signed by both parties, and we would rather have it notarized, if at all possible, just to limit problems by fish and boat. The bill of sale should also be for the boat only, not the boat and trailer. I know you buy them in pairs, but if you do that, Fish and Boat's going to want tax on both the boat and the trailer. You'll end up paying tax on that trailer twice. Don't do that.
If it was a gift, you will need to fill out a gift form.
So that should pretty much cover it. With all that information, you're about ready to register your boat in Pennsylvania. So when you do, just come see us.
Hey, what are you doing on my boat?
And remember, these need registered too!